Ma'am?
Right. So the question is about the direct release of migrants. This means that instead of an Immigration and Customs Enforcement officer, that's the entity assigned for detention removal of migrants after they're interdicted, apprehended, or encountered by CBP, deciding whether that individual can be accepted into custody or needs to be released pending a court hearing, usually on some sort of alternative to detention like an ankle bracelet. That decision will be made by a Border Patrol agent, and the release will happen more expeditiously and directly. That is not something we want to do. It's something we have to do, given the overcrowding in our facilities. So we're still going to try to coordinate with communities, certainly here in El Paso where we have a tremendous relationship. I met with the mayor yesterday on some of these issues, but also with NGOs to let them know about these additional releases. And of course, in the transportation hubs like the bus stations here in El Paso and elsewhere along the border, where we're hoping that they're going to be able to accommodate increasing flow.
A couple more questions, folks.
Yes, we're absolutely looking at the right ways to protect migrants from the elements while they're in our custody and to move them expeditiously through our process. And that could involve a combination of some soft-sided facilities. What we're trying to do here in El Paso, acquire a more permanent central processing facility that will allow us to coordinate our resources to provide the appropriate contract support and medical care in one hub, and then allow us to do transportation from that. But yeah, we're looking at immediate term, mid-term sort of modular facilities, then long-term, more permanent structures that we can have full services. And we've gotten some significant support from Congress for that funding, but we're going to need more.
Okay, folks, last question. Nick?
Nick, I think the surge numbers are just overwhelming the entire system. We've been concerned about this. We've been predicting this for some time. CBP is the largest agency in the immigration cycle. 45,000 uniformed professionals, 60,000 total. ICRO is only about 6,000 people. So that funnel goes from a large border agency to a very small detention removal very quickly. For HHS, it's a grant-based system where they need to find private sector providers for care of children, and that's a very difficult system to administer. So we think we need substantial investments in the entire system to keep pace with these kind of flows.